Hello and welcome to the MAC weather page for this Wednesday, August 19th. And you can see temperatures out there this morning quite warm and humid in the low 70s across the area. You can see some of the areas have picked up some rain here in Breckenridge. We picked up about 11/100ths of an inch here in the last 20 minutes as a pretty good shower rolled through. And over in Newaygo, they've picked up a quarter of an inch since midnight and almost 7/10ths of an inch of rain since last night. So certainly some rain out there. The rain did not advance as far east as I thought it would yesterday. It's a pretty wrapped up, slow moving system, so it's going to take a little longer to get here, but today it will. We got lots of showers and thunderstorms off to our southwest. We got some developing across the area, but I think in between we're going to see breaks in the clouds, I think, from time to time, and I think that's going to allow instability to really take place, I think, late this morning into the afternoon. And with that, I think we have a good chance of strong to severe storms. In fact, I think there's a good shot that we'll see severe thunderstorm watches over a good deal of lower Michigan later this afternoon into the evening. So something we're certainly going to keep an eye on. If we look at the next map, you can see the current dew point temperatures well into the upper 60s, and they'll probably climb around or into the 70s today as our temperatures climb up at least into the low 80s, I think. Some spots I would not be surprised to see mid 80s, and if that happens, that's going to pretty much give us a green light for lots of strong storms here later on today. If we look at the current MAC lightning detection map, you can see just 3 flashes per minute across the Great Lakes, most of that well off to our southwest, although we did have a rumble of thunder here during the last half hour. But this map here you can get to on our main website, updates once a minute, and I think it'll become quite active here later on today. You can see some of the showers and thunder showers that developed here during the last few hours across mid-Michigan, moving off to the north, lots of moisture off to our south. But I think a lot of this will weaken, and then I think this afternoon we're going to watch for a rapid development of new storms across parts of Wisconsin and Illinois into Indiana, and those should move off to the northeast. And again, I think we're in a pretty good spot to pick up some strong and severe storms later on today. Another great radar site is the College of DuPage radar site, and you could pick a radar from any location around the U.S. like that. But again, pretty good site, and we should see lots of storms showing up on this radar here later today. As far as the weather map for later today, low pressure just crawling up towards Lake Superior, strong inflow of moisture. We have winds at different levels of the atmosphere, and a strong cold front going to be pushing through. And again, that sets the stage for chance of severe storms. Now, yesterday the SPC lowered it to a marginal. Now they've increased it back to a slight, and I think it's certainly a strong slight risk. So it's going to be an active day, I think, across the state of Michigan. And you can see by tomorrow that low pressure is just barely inching north of Lake Superior, and that cold front, though, will sweep through the area. We'll have cooler, drier air coming in. However, with that low pressure system and a cold pocket of air above, any heating during the day, I think during the afternoon hours, could touch off some showers across much of the interior parts of lower Michigan. So there could be some scattered showers about the area tomorrow as well. And if we look at the next map, you can see the 2-day rainfall. You can see as these storms begin to develop this afternoon, they'll increase the rainfall as they mature and head to the east, with the thumb area having the best shot at the most rain, and over into our partners over in southwest Ontario. Looks like a pretty good rainfall there as the storms become less severe and they kind of rain out over that area there. I think the best chance for the strongest storms is going to be right down the center of the state. Areas I'm really concerned about would be like Charlotte and Lansing to Flint, up towards St. John's, Alma, Breckenridge, Saginaw, Mount Pleasant, up towards Harrison, Clare, Roscommon. So keep an eye on the sky today. It looks like it could be a pretty active day. And you can see as far as the 6 to 10 day outlook, it looks like that trough is going to move to the east. It will weaken a little bit, modifying, so it's going to definitely be below normal, I think, with a lot of temperatures over the next 7 days, mainly in the 70s and possibly even the low 70s. But I think over the weekend we warm up a little bit with a chance of thunderstorms Sunday night as a new cold front comes through and reinforces this cold air. And then, but overall, it looks like drier when we get into that 6 to 10 day outlook, which would be for much of next week. Looks cool and fairly dry. But then if we get into the 8 to 14 day outlook, which takes us towards the end of the month, I think we're going to significantly warm up across the eastern U.S., especially the Great Lakes, where I think really upper ridging is, I think this is going to end up being quite a bit warmer across the Great Lakes with near to below normal temperature. So looks like plenty of warm air is going to come in here to end out the month of August and to start September. But we've got one probably a 5 to 6 day cool shot coming up for much of next week. Thanks for stopping by. Stay safe today, Have a great day and 73s to all.